Hi everyone, and welcome to another Mighty Ginkgo tutorial. My name is Zero, and I'll be your instructor for this lesson. So, hi. Now that we finished doing all those From Software tutorials, it's time to get into something that's not terribly hard. Bayonetta. I'm so excited because you guys know how much I love Bayonetta. And with Bayonetta 3 coming out, I reckon I might as well get people on the train of extracting stuff from it so that when Bayonetta 3 comes out, we already know how to do it. We got everything ready and everybody's just ready to pounce and start making stuff, like extracting stuff from it. So, in this tutorial, I'll be showing you just how to do that, how to extract animations from Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 and putting them in Blender so you can retarget it and use it for whatever you want to use it for. This also goes with how to extract models from Bayonetta. So, it's a 2-for-1 deal, and it's so much easier than that From Software stuff we had to deal with. Oh, no more Elden Ring, no more Elden Ring. Okay, so let's see, what can I say about this? What tools you'll be needing will be inside of the Bayonetta project folder, and actually I kind of forgot to put something in there, but I'll put it in there at the end. You can just download it from wherever they moved the description bar. Before it was before it was below, then it was on the side. Now I don't know where they put it, so just look in the description. It should be a download there for you to get all the tools that I'm using for this. I'm not sure what versions of Bayonetta it works on. I'm using the Steam version of Bayonetta 1 and the Switch version of Bayonetta 2. From what I'm seeing, they seem to be the same files, and I think the same thing goes with Bayonetta 1 on the Switch, but I don't have it. I only have Bayonetta 2 on the Switch. So, toss it up in the air and see what happens. But I definitely know that it works on the Steam version. I won't be able to show you how to extract the files for Bayonetta 2 because, like I said before in my previous, what was that? What was the fighting game Smash tutorial we did? Nintendo's been on a ban spree, so it's the same thing. You got to get Yuzu and then load it in and then do a full extract on the ROMs, and that will give you all the files that I'm using for Bayo 2. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything that we need to say. I'm so used to going through the list of what we can and what we can't do with Elden Ring. This simple, smooth one is just so weird. Okay, so that's enough talking, yapping, and jabbering. Time to get on and do some tutorialing. Are you guys ready? Get set? Here we go! Let's extract some animations. So the first thing we're going to need is a copy of Bayonetta. I'm going to start with Bayonetta 1 because it's it's number 1, so let's start with it. I have the Steam version, so you just have to go into your Steam folder, wherever that is. It's usually in program folder, like a program files, Steam maps, common, and then it'll be like Bayonetta. And then when we get into the Bayonetta folder, you're just going to select the data folder, and it'll give you all the files that you need. Now, I have extra stuff in here because I'd like to drag my tools into my game folders when I'm working with it. That way I know all the tools that I need for that game are in one place in case I need to come back to it and do it again. And if I forgot what tools are what, so everything is just here. So I need you guys to open up the Bayonetta project folder that I provided, and we're going to open up the CPK tool folder. And inside you'll see a whole bunch of stuff that's inside of said folder. We're just going to select it all and drag it into your Bayonetta data folder. Now you don't have to do this, but like I said, it's a good habit to keep all your tools inside of the same game folder for organization. So that way you don't have to go looking around for it later on in case you decide to drop the project and come back to it later. So once our files are inside of our data folder, we're just going to select the program that says cpktools.exe, and we're going to run it. When you open it, you'll see the folder comes up, the menu comes up, and we're just going to select the CPK file that we want to export. So for Bayonetta 1, I think it's CPK12 data file. I think it's data 12. So we're going to unpack that. If you want, you can actually unpack the entire game and enjoy all the assets that are in that. But, we're working on just the animations and the models right now. So let's just stick with that. So to open up and unpack our CPK file, we're just going to select the button that says Browse here. And then copy the address to our Bayonetta data file. Go back here to the CPK thing. Go to the address at the top, click paste, hit the arrow, and we're going to navigate to CPK 12. So once you have that selected, it's going to ask us where we want to save our file to. So that's up to you where you want to. I like to just save it to my desktop and create a new folder. So we would just select desktop and then go to, I don't know, Bayonetta Toot, and hit OK. And then once we have that all established, we're just going to press decompress, and then we're going to wait. Now, normally the box would say something. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't, and you just sit and wait for it to go away. Now, because I did this in advance, we really don't need to do anything with this, and we're going to pretend like I had extracted it, and it's in the state where it's at for you. So we'll say extraction completed, and then we would close it, and then we'll be done with this. So now that we have our CPK extracted, we actually don't need to have the Bayonetta data folder open. We can close it. So that's what I'm going to do, save some space. The previous folder that I did this in would be Bayonetta. I'm like, what did I possibly name the Bayonetta files for the tutorial of Bayonetta? And when you extract it all, you will get a folder that looks like this. I'm going to double check and make sure. Yeah, that's the right one. 12 is the one. Okay, so when you do it, you'll get a folder just like this, and it has BG, BGM, BM, EM, ET, Event, GM, and you're probably wondering, whoa, what's all these folders and what do they mean? Well, I'm just going to do a quick run through to let you know which ones they are, and, yeah, what's what? Okay, so BG is background, BGM is background music, BM is background models, EM is enemies, ETs are extras, events are events and stuff that, like, I guess they are cutscenes from the movie, from the game. I forgot what GM is, though, but I don't know. I see. All we really need is PL. PL is player. That's what we want. We want Bayonetta. Now, ignore all this because I actually extracted some stuff already, so we're going to just like pretend like it's not there. So when you open it up, you'll just see a bunch of PL DATs, DATs. And we're going to need to open these DATs in order to look at our Bayonetta models and our animations. So let's open up that Bayonetta tutorial folder again, and we're going to open up our good old friend over here at Gnosis. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, I can't read. Okay, so what we need to do is open up the 64 version because that's the one that has the Bayonetta plugin already included inside of it. So we're going to open up that, wait for it to run. Oh, it's already open. Sorry about that. Ignore the Lulu you see on the screen. That's for another tutorial. So what we need to do is navigate to our Bayonetta folder that has all our PLs, DATs inside of it. So we're going to go to File, Open File. Was it Open File? Yeah, Open File. Copy the address from the data folder. Paste it into here and go. And we're just going to select PL01. Is it? Yeah, 000. 000 is all Bayonetta. So PL 4 zeros is Bayonetta. And it's going to ask you, this is something that I have enabled that I have to set up so I can show you how to do it. Okay, so we have Bayonetta, but you see she's not moving. There is something that you need to do in order to activate animations to play in Gnosis for Bayonetta. So what you need to do is go up to your menu bar and you want to select Tools, and you want to scroll down to where it says Bayonetta at, and you want to select Animation Prompt. And when it asks you for animation prompt, it's going to have a 0 inside here. You want to change that 0 to a 1 and then press OK. Then you want to reload the folder. So let's select something else and then go back to the PL folder. And we want to go and select our Bayonetta. So let's go back to 0. And it's going to ask you to load motions for PL0010 in other files. So we're going to hit OK on this one. And you're going to look for PL10, this one. Wait for it, and then it's going to ask you again, and you're just going to hit escape, and then you see she moves. So all of the animations that Bayonetta use in this game are all here in one go. Now, here's a fun fact for you that I found very, very annoying. When we do this again in Bayonetta 2, for whatever reason, Bayonetta 2's animations don't play in this program. Everybody else's animation plays, but not Bayonetta's. I don't know why, and I don't know if that's just a thing with the Switch version. Maybe it works differently with the Wii U version, but for my experience in this, everybody but Bayonetta stuff works. So if you want Bayonetta animations, then you'll have to get them from like Bayonetta Cereza herself animations. You will have to use Bayonetta 1. If you want the stuff, her animations and stuff from 2, then it's not working, at least with the Switch version. So maybe it's different with the Wii U version, but I don't know how to decompile Wii U stuff. Okay. That said, we now have all of her animations. They're here. Now, they do not allow you to manually export them out, because if we were to export Bayonetta as is with her animations, it will export as one gigantic animation and model. It would be like 130, 140, almost up to 200 megabytes old animate FBX for you to use, and no matter what format you save it in, it will always crash or take forever to upload because it's just so big. It's a lot of animations inside of one file. So we don't want that, because first of all, if we try to retarget it would just we have to manually chop up every single animations, and I don't know about you, but I do not have time for none of that nonsense. So we are going to tell Gnosis to export the animations in segments and not as one gigantic sequence. So to do that, we need to go and select our file that we like, which is Bayonetta here. Select the file, then right click on it, and then hit export. And then you get this window here, and it's asking you a bunch of things about how you want to save or export her out. The source file is already in here, you can't change that, but the destination file is where you want to save it. As by default, it's saving here at our Bayonetta folder, and that's where we're Bayonetta player folder, wherever we had it, my words are gone. By default, it will save wherever the source is, and it will just say out at the end of it. So if this was player 0000, it's going to save as player 000 out, which is what it is right now. So if you find that to be a little bit confusing, we can actually just name this Bayo, and that way you know which file is what, especially if you are going to be extracting multiple avatars animations and stuff like that. It's good to know which ones is which, instead of having to look at the code and be like, who was 003 again? So, change the name right there. Next we need to do is our file type. It can be anything you choose under the sun, but we're going to stick with FBX because that's just the standard these days. So we have FBX, and you can change what texture output you want it to be at. I don't know, I think by default it's TGA, but I like to use ping instead because I'm a young girl. I like the ping. So once we have ping selected, and then next is our good old friend, the animation export, and this is one we're going to be working on the most, and we want to select no FBX multi, which will break down the sequence animation into the parts that make up the sequence. That way you can export everything as parts and not as one gigantic animation that will never load. And then once we have everything all sorted out, we just need to press the export button, and it's going to ask us again for the source of the animation. We're going to say okay, and then once again we're going to select number 10. And I want to wait a minute and just hit escape, and let it do its thing. So it's going to export every single animation as a FBX file. And that's going to take a minute because Bayonetta's got a lot of motions. So we're going to close this, minimize it. So can't do that. And go look at Bayonetta 2. So the process is actually exactly the same thing. So once you have used Yuzu and you did a full export of it, you're going to go to Yuzu, dump the game ID, and then we're here, and it's the ROMs. It's actually ROM FS, but I find ROMs to be much more enjoyable to say. And then once again, we're going to copy our CPK tools inside of the Bayonetta archive. And I'm honestly not sure which one is actually the character animations, but because it was only 4, I just exported them all out, like ran it through it and did the same thing and exported that. And that would be folder 7. And that gives me all of the Bayonetta animations and stuff that we have. The same exact kind of folder like we had over there in Bayonetta 1. Oh, it's finished. Close. So we can do the same thing. Same folder, just open up Gnosis and go to File, Open File, V. Where would players be? It would be PL. Same thing. Now the good thing though about Bayonetta 2, so I will give it that, is that once the prompt comes up, and I'm going to try to do select this again in hopes that maybe it'll work. See, it switches over to Bayonetta 2, but there's no animation. So I don't know what's going on or what I have to select. Maybe it's something different, but whenever I try to use it, it just won't load Bayonetta's animations. But her wings, that works. With Bayonetta 2 animations, I did notice that you don't have to select them like you did with Bayonetta 1. So when it's like load animations, you can just press X, and if it's animated, it'll animate. See? We didn't select anything, and that's her bird form right there, and that loaded up fine. So I don't know, maybe it's something different, perhaps. I was like, maybe I could try with 1 again, but no. God, I hate the multi-faces. Okay, so yeah, as you see, that's how you do it. And then you would just do the same thing. If you find the model that you like, you would just right click on it, hit export, FBX, XBX, and then multi, no FBX multi, select that, and then export it all out. Okay, so we got animations that we like, animations that we want, and now it's time for us to put them inside of Blender. Now this is the one that I did because I absolutely love this character, and I'm sad that she was just a boss and not a Madama for real. Everybody thought she was a Madama when she was coming out, and in my heart she will always be a Madama. I don't even know what Madame Butterfly did, but I don't like her no more. So I'm sad about that. I'm going to save this because, boy, I don't feel like putting that together again. I thought I did. So, Untitled 3. I'll find that later. Alright, so let's wait for that to save, and then we can upload our characters in. So I'm going to just open up a fresh new Blender because that one is freezing. Sure, it's taking a minute, ain't it? Okay, so loading. That's because I got so much 3D junk going. Okay, so now that we have our character, our stuff set, it's time for us to import our character in. Now, there are 2 ways to import it in. It's the regular FBX one, and then we have the better FBX one. And that's a plugin that is super cool, and it allows you to upload, import multiple FBX files at once, so it saves a lot of time and effort. And if you got $25, I totally suggest you get it, or else, hit the search. Maybe the Peters has it, but support the creator, all that jazz, all the fun stuff. Anyway, let's go and start importing our character in. Let's do it the free way, and then I'll show you why you want to get the paid way. So let's start. First thing I want to do is go up to the top and go to File, Import, FBX, and let's go find our project folder where we saved everything at. I think, which Bayonetta should I use? Probably Bayonetta. So Bayonetta player, and it's our Bayo FBX. Oh, nope. I did something wrong, but actually I'm glad I did it because I'm sure you'll do it too. So when you push FBX import, you'll notice that the character is all the way down there and it's super tiny. We do not want this to happen because once we leave it that small and we try to scale it up to be wherever we want it to be. When we import the animations, it's going to come in and it's going to be just as small. It's going to shrink the model back down. It was a problem we had last night, but we figured out how to do it, and we're going to tell you how to make, not the same error as I just did. So just for the sake of argument, I'm going to start a new file, and then we're going to go back and import another Bayonetta. So we're going to go to File, Import, FBX, and then before we hit, navigate to our project folder, and we're going to select Bayo, but we're not going to import her yet. We're going to come on over here, press this gear button at the top, and this will bring up the operator presets, and then I'm going to have the scale here. By default, it's on a 1.0 scale, and we're going to change that to, I want to say 100%, and then import her in. That's still tiny. So I guess it was 1,000. I know one of those is 100, the other one is 1,000. So let's try that one more time. Bayonetta 1,000. Import it in. It should be, normal size. Yay! Look, we have a human-sized Bayonetta. Alright, so she has a whole bunch of parts and stuff. If you don't want to get rid of them, you can. And I think is that a dress? Yes, it is. Get rid of that. And, we just have Bayo herself. Now, I want to prepare the skeleton real quick before I even do it, because sometimes the skeleton tends to get lost when you're importing all those animations, and you want the main one that's attached to Bayonetta. So we're going to go over to the side, and where it says Bone 1, we're going to change it to Skelly, because that way we know that this is definitely the right Skelly. Alright, so once we got Bayonetta set, we need to import the animations to make her go. So I want you to take your mouse and move it all the way up to the top of the screen where it says animation at, and we're going to select that. And this is going to make us have a more, ideal animation working section. It already has the dope sheep, I can say sheep. The dope sheet already open for you, so you don't have to break the menus down yourself. Alright, so now that we have the dope sheet open, we're going to click on it and then switch it from dope sheet to animation editor. Something a little easier on the tongue. Shut up, Dave! Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm going to press new because that's just a habit of mine, but you could just click this button on the side. And as you see, there's nothing here except for the thing we just created that says action. Now what we need to do is import all of those animations. So we're going to select the bones, and we're going to go to File, Import, FBX. Something's missing. Oh, I don't think I saved it. Oh well. Alright, so you'll see all the motions that are here have a .mot at the end of it, and that is what we're going to use. So we're just going to select this one and see what it is. And if we play through it, you see nothing happened. That's because we didn't attach the animation to the skeleton. So we're going to select our Skelly thing right here and the scene collector, and as you see, that's why I said it's easier for us to do that. And we go back here to where it says actions, and we click this button. It says Bone F Motion or the thing we just imported, and you click that, and then when you run through it, oh, her mouth is moving. It's a mouth animation. Ah, damn it! I'm all like, she's gonna flip, do some kicking, spinning. Nah, that's just her mouth. All right, let's go import another one. If you want to save time, you can actually press your space bar, and you can type import. You just type FBX. And it has import export, so you don't have to keep going to file. Let's see. How about this one? What are the odds it's another? Oh, it's her on the ground. Cool. So let's select her again. And we can try this one. And now when we push play, we got an animated Bayonetta. So this will help you out because basically you're building up your animation library. And that's neat. Because you gotta use that unless you pack all her animations and junk. Alright. One thing that we need to do is import all of those animations. And if you have the free, regular, old Blender import FBX, then you have to do this one at a time. because for whatever reason, Blender made it so that FBX cannot be bulk imported. And that is where the better the better FBX importer comes into play, which I thought I had installed, and it seems that I forgot to save it. So you get to see me install it again. So I'm going to go over here to Preference, Install. How is Bayonetta taking longer than Elden Ring? My downloads. Which downloads is this? Oh, damn it. I forgot where I downloaded it. Give me a minute. Brain is like, nope. Torrents. There we go. And then better FBX. Give it a minute. There you go. And just because it was on a torrents folder doesn't mean that I downloaded it illegally. Okay. You're just silly. Autosave. I don't know. Save preferences. And then close it. And now, when we want to import everything in, we can just go to File, Import, Better FBX Importer, PL, and then we can press B and select all these animations. B. Alright, I think that's enough. We don't need to have all of them. Now make sure, the scale is going to be different. Now this one goes on a 0-point scale. So to get 100 from, I think this is the 100. So for scale on this one, I think we should just do 100. I think that's the right scale. Import. Hopefully she don't shrink or get bigger. It might have just been 10. Well, it's too late now. All these animations are important. So I like to click it until my screen turns white, and then we wait for it to kind of process it, go off and go get something and go look at something while it's loading. So I'll be right back. I won't subject y'all to the wait. When we come back, I'll have it all imported in. Oh, I'm at the recording. Okay, so this is what happens when you import like 110 armatures at one time. You'll get a whole lot of this. But don't worry, because we're just about to do something that's going to make it okay. So grab your mouse, go over to your scene collection, click on the eye, and just drag it on down. Poke out them eyes, everybody. Or I wonder if we can just press H. Here you go. Let's press H. There you go. They're there. Okay. So once it comes in, just press H and make them all inactive. We have the one that we need active, and that is our skelly, which is hidden for some reason. Hey, you're supposed to have the skelly, so let's not make that a thing. That's the one that should be active. Okay. But even though all of those armatures are imported into here and are hidden, their data is still here. So all we have to do is just go back to our action thing. And that was the wrong scale. Damn it, it made it bigger. Yeah, well, you get the point. It's in there. So I think instead of 100, it should have just been 10. And I don't know what Bayonetta's doing. The only thing about her is that she's so damn dynamic. It's just like, oh, she's upside down. No, she's right side up again. So, yeah, these are all the animations. And really, you know, is that the dance? Is that the spin? I don't know. See her legs going bananas. Oh, I thought that was her break dance. Wait. This is a part B to that. Yeah, it is. There it is. Spin it, girl. Spin it. Shoot them guns. And hold up. But you can bring it around town, the 4 poles. Is there a C? There's a C. Hold up. Oh, wait. That was my fault. Put it back. She's bringing it around town and pose. Mwah. Yeah, yes, girl. I feel like those people. Yes, queen. Yes. Oh my my gosh, I love Bayonetta. She's so cool. All right. So that's it, really. Instead of putting 100 in there, you would put 10. And then once it's at the right scaling, you have all of those you import it in. And then after that, all you have to do is just retarget it to your happy system. So you guys already know that I'm going to put this in Second Life, right? That's already given. So you don't even got to look at it. Don't even do it. I got this covered. There will be Bayonetta animations. I will do it. It's my task, and I shall do it. Alright, so yeah, that's it. That's how you put it in Blender. That's how you use it. And all you gotta do is retarget it and use it to whatever you want. It's not limited just to Bayonetta. You can put anybody in here as you want. Also, totally you should get that better FBX importer. It is gold for stuff like this because the regular importer is booty. Totally booty. One at a time. See how many animations this damn game has? One at a time. No. Buy it. Or not. I don't know. Whatever. Just get it. Okay, guys. That's it for me. We are completely over time. For whatever reason, Bayonetta took 10 more minutes than Elden Ring. And that's not cool. So hopefully our next tutorial will be a lot faster and just as entertaining. So yeah, that's it. Good luck with your... This has been a... Wait. I'm going to get a proper sign off. This is going to be the one. This has been another Mighty Ginkgo tutorial. My name is... My name is Zero, and this was a Mighty Ginkgo tutorial. I hope that this video helped you guys with your projects, and you guys have lots of fun and success. Remember... Oh, I don't have a catchphrase yet. Damn it! So close! Remember, even if it's a failure, it's a step towards progress. Have fun, and remember to take breaks, breathe, stretch your legs, and get something to drink. It's hot. Yes, let's sign off now. Bye, guys. See you. Bye. Take care.